Welcome back to News Channel 3 Live at 9 on this Monday. You know our next guest from TV shows like The Hughleys, All of Us, and of course the movie Hustle and Flow, where she was here last.
That's for sure. Now Memphis actress Elise Neal joins fellow stars like Tempest Bledsoe and Essence Atkins to shoot another film here in her hometown. She stars in the new movie. It's called Insecure. Elise, welcome back home. Good to have you back here on Live at 9.
How you guys doing?
Doing well. How have you been doing, especially with this latest project right here at home? What's that like for you again?
It's always great when there's something that I find in Hollywood that they're coming back to Memphis, Tennessee to shoot. I think that lets me know and everybody else know that, we're becoming a force to be reckoned with in the film department,
Definitely so.
And that's wonderful. It wasn't something that, hey, maybe we'll do this and maybe we'll have a cast of people who are all about the South.
Right.
It was about Hollywood really understanding that this is a beautiful place to shoot. It's a wonderful scene. And it's going to be a great place in the marketplace for another film.
And there's a lot of talent here that may not be the front people on the film, like yourself, and like the other actors, but there's a lot of talent here for those little parts.
Exactly.
And for shooting.
I think there's a very much so an untapped arena of actors, musicians, singers, everything here in Memphis. One of the things I'm going to try to do, if my time allows, is actually doing a business of acting seminar here, so people can really get a sense of what it takes to come from a small town where everybody may not be as understanding about those dreams and what it takes to make it in a New York or in LA or whatever. So be looking out for me to talk about that as well. If I get the opportunity, I'm going to definitely do it.
Working with somebody like Julius Lewis, as we know, a lot of folks know as the promoter right here in Memphis and the Mid-South, but having a project like this, Elise, how did that come about for you and what's your role in this movie?
Okay, well, that's what I said was so amazing about it. It was really something that was through the Hollywood system. A lot of actors that I know in LA knew about the project Insecure. It was something that they had the Hollywood casting, everybody kind of went out and auditioned for this as a film, and which is great. Like, oh wow, they really are putting something together, produced well here in Memphis. I hadn't met Julius or anyone from his company before this, but I think it's wonderful that, a lot of people from here are seeing, there's an opportunity for me and everybody here in Memphis to get on board. And for me, Insecure, it's a thriller.
Okay.
it's hard to tell one part of this movie without telling too much.
Don't give it away.
I never give anything away. I don't want any phone calls.
We know where you're coming from.
Trust me. But for me, I actually get to lay back in this, which I enjoy, because most of the time I'm crying and running through swamps like in Rosewood, or getting stabbed and scream or something. I kind of get to lay back and be the friend. Like, oh yeah, you guys go do that. And I'll just sit here in the bar with you guys and tell stories and tell you what I think you should or shouldn't do.
Right.
That's really my character in this.
I don't want to make this movie a political statement either, or a statement about society, but one of the cool things it seems to me about this too is that this is a movie that could be cast with all white people.
Exactly.
It's not a black film.
And that's very
important.
It's very important for me. I mean, I think a lot of people have their feelings about that one way or the other. I think there's a lot of people who just like to tell African American stories, and I think that's fine as long as they're told well.
Right.
But I think it's great when you can stumble across a script that it could be anyone. It could be any family. It could be my family. It could be your family. I think that's important to be able to say, hey, we can all work together in different arenas and tell
We're more alike than we are not.
We're all alike. We are all alike. We all have our views and opinions about relationship. We've all had our great times and bad times in relationships. And that's what this movie is really about.
Yeah.
We have obviously seen you a great deal on the small screen as well as on the big screen as well. Elise, do you have a preference these days? Do you like kind of juggling both? Or?
At this point in my career, it's about transition. And I'm looking to produce now. I'm very excited about producing a lot of projects. I'm working on a project of my own that I actually co-wrote with Cole Black. Right now it's untitled, but it's kind of like a Purple Rain, a serious story mixed with a lot of music and dancing and singing. So I get to encompass everything I'm about. And I'm very excited about it. It's going to be crazy and stressful, and I'll be soaking a lot, trying to do a lot of performances, but it's going to be a great film.
How daunting is it to produce? Are there a lot of new skills that you had to kind of
what's so funny is I love it.
Really?
And I don't know, I'm a multitasker at heart, so I love it. I love being able to say, hey, I choreographed this, and what is your makeup looking like today? We need to fix that. Do the wardrobe and get behind the camera, make sure the shot is well, and then actually go out there and perform it myself. I love that. I love it.
You also have always had a love affair with music, because a couple of years ago when you were on, you were also talking about this
My performance group,
yeah,
yes.
that you were working with.
Elise and
that's
Assorted Flavors, and we're actually going to be in the film as well. So it's all about a woman who has this goal, even in her 30s, that this can work for her, and she needs her family and her husband and everybody in her life to get on board. And she runs a dance studio, of course, to make money and to just satisfy her family. But she still has this goal and belief that she could make it as an R&B star.
I'm seeing some cross promotion. You could go on tour with the group.
That is the whole plan. The whole plan
picture.
is the whole picture.
Oh.
How's your family
Smart
doing?
woman.
Have you had a chance to hang out with
Thank you very much. I was actually with my cousin at the movies the other day, and a lot of people have kind of moved out, but it's great when you're here for 3 weeks. So I can kind of like say, okay, I'll see you this weekend, I'm gonna call some other people, then I'll see them next weekend, and film at the same time. So it's all working out really great.
It's
You're
really
always
good to have you.
multitasking, aren't you?
I am.
And you do it well.
It's easy to me.
Really good to have you back
Thank you so
home.
much. Thank you.
Thanks for helping to put Memphis on the map.
Oh, no
You
problem.
always do it. You do it.
$2 later.
That's it. Elise, thank you very much.
So much.
All right, that's going to be a great movie, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It is. I can't wait to see it.
Insecure.
Julius Lewis is doing it.
He's taking care of
Doing it,
business.
along with Christy Taylor.